Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. The price has hardly moved since the last update, so we can dive a little bit into the lower degree price action. But first of all, let's just re-establish the key support levels. They haven't changed. We still have the 1994 level as very, very relevant support. Below that level, this pattern might break down. I would then still have a chance to count it as a possible 1-2 setup. But 1-2 setups, if you have too many of them, it gets very, very unrealistic. We have quite a lot, to be fair, on this chart. So that's the thing that I don't like about this chart, that we have so many 1-2 setups, especially up here. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and another 1-2. Just get too many of these, and that is either super, super bullish, or because you have too many overlaps, it can act as a corrective structure. Now, if we get breakouts and everything, and it's following, then it's going to play out these 1-2 setups, and at the moment it seems to be doing them. But if we start to break down, it's just a reason for concern. So it's not super high quality price action we currently see here. It's doing what we want, and the setup was there, and it's following through and everything. I'm just saying all these 1-2 setups, again, if you have more than 3, I typically get a bit suspicious. And it's just something to watch. It's just something I'm concerned about, because it could mean that if it breaks down, the whole structure will come down and we may really re-enter this yellow support area, which on the other hand would be amazing, because that would be a chance for many people to add some ETH for a lower price if they want to. But yeah, support is 1995. I'm not saying it will completely break down below 1995. But what I'm saying is that this is the imminent support against which we can focus on higher. And the break below that will, of course, increase probabilities of a breakdown. It would, however, not be bearish immediately. We would just simply go back to deeper support. And I've got here sort of the region between 1800 and 1850 as next line of support. If we continue to push higher here, which I currently assume, especially as long as we're holding 1995, we should reach, ideally, here this area around 2240 based on the last low. Now if we make another lower low here in the orange box, which absolutely we can, because at the moment I don't have any indication it's rallying impulsively of the low here that was made on Friday at 2050. If we push higher in this fifth wave, then we should reach ideally sort of this range around 2240. They are always moving targets because it depends eventually on the sub-wave structures as well. Very important to understand is that as long as we're holding 1995, we can continue to focus on higher. And that's still the plan, right? And I mean, there are different ways of calculating a target to the upside. Again, important is to hold the 1995 level, and really depending on how low we go in this orange box, the lower the targets will be. It will impact it. They are moving targets, and we have to adjust them. But another method of calculating a target is not to take the length of waves 1 through 3, which gives me that 2240 level, but just to take the length of the wave 1, go to the low of the fourth wave, which is here at 2050, and I'm then looking for the 1-to-1 ratio. Now that takes me to 2150. Certainly a level to watch, but it would be a bit short for a fifth wave here looking at it. Another target would then be 2213. Now again, it's just sort of an area, they're just levels to watch. They're not super reliable necessarily on the lower time frames, because in a third wave, in which we probably are, that's sort of what I assume at the moment, pullbacks can be very, very shallow. But I wouldn't waste too much brain cells or too many brain cells on the concern, does it hold support? Does it not hold support? I mean, I had a few questions yesterday about, do you think it will come down in wave C and so on? I don't know. I mean, the market knows. It's not, we cannot look into the future. It's all about, we identify trend, we identify market structure. We know based on the Elliott wave count where prices can go to in the current wave count. And if the price does it, that's up to the price, but it already reached the trend reversal area. You can see that was here on the 12th, I think, no, 14th of April on Friday. So as long as support holds, it holds, and you can just trade reward to risk. but I of course don't know if it's doing the C wave or not. It doesn't need to. It would look good based on the structure, but on the other hand, I don't want a very deep retracement here at this stage. So ideally, it's pushing at some point above 1995 to the upside. So it's all about holding support, and if support is holding, reward and risk can be traded in a very profitable way, because this is the area here where reward is high to the upside and risk is low. And from that, if you can, and the reason is that as long as we're holding that 1994 level, 1995, the overall structure here is valid, and this can take us much, much higher. On the other hand, I'm concerned about all these 1-2 setups, but for now, as long as we're holding support, I remain focused on higher, and the setup for higher prices is clearly there. Okay, and that's my update about Ethereum. Don't forget, today we've got at 5 p.m. UTC our member live stream. We're going to cover the topic. This usually an educational live stream on Sunday, yeah. So 5 p.m. UTC for channel members. If you're interested to check out the channel membership, check out the links in the description. It is about analyzing a coin from scratch. So how do we carry out a TA with Elliott Wave from scratch, yeah? Analyzing an entire chart. Obviously, by the time we are limited in terms of how deep we can go, but we can always add additional deep dive live streams later. It's a regular thing. We do that every Sunday. Okay, but besides that, hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.